This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Here we are with the top 10 greatest GMT games of all time. A fantastic company that just does everything right. They really do. They really do. And if you've never bought a game from this company, you definitely need to, because I think they are one of the greatest companies of all time. But without further ado, let's continue on with our list with number 10, and that is Space Corp. Space Corp takes 3 different ages, and you are playing through and exploring your way out, trying to race and colonize or mine certain planets and get the resources to build a bigger and stronger corporation. But you're in a race. You're in a race now, whether you play this solo or you play it with another person. The solo mode is just absolutely fantastic. Playing with another person is or other people is absolutely fantastic, and this game just shines. I mean, there's no other way than to say how great this is. At number 9, there were a lot of these games that have been made. The Hunter. There's so many of these submarine games that I had to pick one, and I picked the Hunters 39 to 43. As far as solo experiences, this is just something that just stands out. You are hunting, and you have missions that you're trying to take out certain things. Things go awry, you lose things, trying to keep your ship, your submarine going as you take damage, trying to destroy things and get as many kills as you can and level up. And this just does it. This is just one of those games that are just absolutely fantastic. And the Hunters really stands out. And this one here is my favorite of them all, and I really, really, really love this game, and I highly suggest that you check it out. At number 8, I've made a generalized thing here. I'm going to go with Wing Leader at number 8. There are a ton of different expansions and everything like that. This, as far as combat, air combat, is just... it's one of those pinnacle games that just really stands out. It does. There's other games. We have as a. I have other games that I want to mention in our honorable mentions, and you'll see that some of the other games are in here. But Wing Leader, I think, just does air combat better than any other game. It is absolutely fantastic. Again, I love all the different type of planes that you can run, the squadrons you run, the different time periods. Wing Leader just stands as one of the best, and I absolutely love it. At number 7, Combat Commander. This is another one. There are just a ton of expansions to it. It's a tough learning curve. Playing this, but you're going to find once you get the system down, it's rewarding. It's worth the effort that you put into it. It can be a little tough, but I'm going to tell you right now, as tough as this game is to learn, and all the things that you're going to go through with it, it really pays off. At least I had a tough time. Other people may not. The squad level battle, just the battles themselves are just glorious. It just does everything right. Every game on this list does everything right, and that's why it's on this list and really stands strong. Now at number 6, as hard as I felt Combat Commander was, is how glorious this particular game stands out for its ease of play and how you can play this with a person and just really get lost in it, and that is Battle Lines. I think Battle Lines, I think Reiner Knizia did this, just is such a strong, fantastic game, and you know, you look at the box and you go, oh, okay, all right, and then you open it up and you go, all right, okay, and then you look at the components, which are nice, of course, and everything like that, and then you get it out and you get it, and then you start playing, and it just grabs you. Thematic, the battles, you know, it just really is such a strong and fantastic game. At number 5 is Fields of Fire. This is so strong. Another game that is, if you put the time into it, and as hard as it may seem for me, again, this game really grabs you, pulls you in, and the detail to war and how things are done, it really, you know, I had a difficult time of putting 100 yards in here or this, because I felt that Fields of Fire was a stronger game. Both games are fantastic, and one had to be honorable mention, the other had to end up on this list, and Fields of Fire ended up here. And I just think of the experiences that I've had with it, and learning it, and again, it's another one of those games that once you learn it and once you get it down, it really pays back. It gives back to you very strongly. And Fields of Fire, number 5. I mean, there's not much more I can say to it except that. And number 4 is Saikahara, the Unification of Japan. Now, I'm not going to say it again because I butchered it. But this game here, the Unification of Japan, is absolutely a great game. It is a block game. It is full of surprises. It's easy to learn, but impossible to master. I don't think there is another feudal Japan game that really is as great as this phenomenal experience. This is a must-have for any collection. This game is just wonderful. How you go about it, how it plays out. The blocks are beautiful. They add to it. How things flow, the ease of learning this game. But again, another one of those impossible to master games. But this is just really fantastic and a must-have. If you don't have it, make sure that you find it or scream for it to be reprinted. This is a must-have. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and the first of 2 block games on here, which the second one we are going to talk about right now. And at number 3, now I want to say this, when I think of Command and Colors, I had to pick one out of it. Napoleonics is fantastic, it does a great job, but Command and Colors Ancients is my favorite. It's just the way it does things. All the expansions. First of all, it takes you 9 years to put all of the stickers on if you have all the expansions and everything for it. Good luck with that. I give you a tip of the hat if you can even get that done. CNC is just Richard Borg, again, showing his brilliance. He's done a few of these games, whether it's Memoir or you know, it's the same type of game where you're using cards to use particular units in a section, and you know, good luck trying to master this. and trying to figure out what your best plan of strategy, but your opponent's trying to do the same. Do you sit back? Do you attack? Do you do this, or do you go over there where you have a weakness, but you only have that one card to play? But you could press your attack here. A lot of great decisions, and it works. But I think Ancients, it works the best, and I think it's absolutely the best. And I absolutely love it. Command and Colors, Ancients. CNC Ancients, the best at number 3. At number 2, now this was hard. When you talk about the coin series, I kind of lumped the whole coin series. I could have easily just put coin series. But there were some coin series games that weren't as strong as others. So I said, you know what? If I'm going to put the coin series there at number 2, I'm going to pick one game out of that entire series, and I'm going to make it number 2. And I thought of all of them. A Distant Plane was it came down to this and A Distant Plane. And I really argued with myself. Labyrinth was another one that I argued with. This was really tough, but when I came down to it, I think about the expansion that recently came out, how much I love that, and how much that kind of finishes off this particular game, and that's Fire in the Lake. Fire in the Lake is probably one of the best games I've played from GMT. I absolutely love it. It's very moving. It's very powerful. Experience to play, no matter what side you're playing or what you're doing. This is just one of those games that really grabs you, pulls you in, like all the coin series games. But this one here, I think is one of the strongest of them all. You can easily argue any of them, and you can argue the one that you like the best in the comments. But for me, it's Fire in the Lake at number 2. And that is the strength of the coin series, which, if I could, I'd put the whole coin series at number 2. My number 1 favorite, I think you've guessed it by now, Space Empires. For me, playing with a bunch of people, and I've mentioned this game before, and how strong this game is in my collection. This is one of the greatest GMT games ever made. You can play it with a number of people. It's easy to teach. It looks intimidating as all hell when you get that game sheet and you go, what? I got to do math? But you'll find that it becomes, once you learn it, which it's very easy to learn, and once you start working with the numbers, you start calculating for the next round and the next round, and how it becomes easier and easier, and it's just, it's easy to learn, impossible to master, like a lot of these things. But Space Empires is so strong with a bunch of people. And then as a solo experience, I really love it as well. Putting all the chips face down, wondering if you're going to run into that black hole that's going to, destroy your scout ship, or maybe one of your main battle fleet that you're sending over to try to conquer something or liberate something, so you can colonize and get more money, because getting more money means you're building more ships. The more things you're able to colonize, the more you're able to mine and get income. And this just is one of the greatest 4X games ever made, I feel. Space Empires doesn't get the love that it deserves, but I think it's one of the greatest games ever made, to me, of course. And I absolutely love it. Now, you may disagree. I hope not. But if you do, hey, that's what the comments are for. But I really feel that this is the strongest list here, and I really love all these games. A lot of shifting around, but my updated thing, things change as times go on, and nothing ever stays the same. A fantastic, glorious game, and all these games could easily be anybody's number 1, and I wouldn't argue it one bit. So there you go, our top 10, and until next time, it is your old pal Rob. Until we do another countdown or something ridiculous or paint something, until next time, we'll see you soon, everybody. Take it easy.